Hey everyone, Aaron here, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to take a look at the 6-inch Black Series Princess Leia. So let's head to that table and check her out. So here we have Princess Leia in that familiar red and black packaging for the 6-inch line. You got the little artwork on front, and she is number 30 in the lineup here. And as usual, we have the small write-up on the back of the box about Princess Leia. So now I got Leia out of the packaging, and I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed on the figure here. And primarily my disappointment comes in the head sculpt. I feel like the face is just a little too round. Maybe the bun's a little too big as well, sticking too far out on the sides, too thick if you will. It just something really seems off in the likeness of Leia or Carrie Fisher. From the neck down though, I think the figure is great. I mean really, how can you mess up a white gown? That's all this is, a white gown and a belt, and that looks great. Also looking in closer on the face here with the paint detail, probably a variance in mind, but the eyes are just looking a little weird. One's kind of smaller and higher to the right a little. As far as the rest of the detailing on the hair, I think it looks pretty nice, you know. I mean, that too, buns on the side of a head. Not much you can do to mess that up. I like that Hasbro went with the soft goods for the robe here. And the belt design looks good here too. Looking farther down on the figure, you got slits on each side of the robe. And she does have those white boots on. Good detailing on through the sides here. And Leia does come with two blasters. You got the Stormtrooper blaster, which is decent sculpting on that. A little bit of additional silver painting there on the side. And she also comes with her own blaster as well. So as far as articulation goes in this figure, you got great range of movement on the head. Of course, it swivels all around. And she can look up pretty well and also gets looking down. The hood of this robe can come up and back down. As far as at the shoulders, the arms raise up very nicely, quite high. No problem with her gown getting in the way there. And then at that shoulder joint, it also can swivel around. You have a double elbow joint here. And then at the wrist here, as for her left hand, does go side to side. And you can also swivel the hand around. And then for the right hand, that's your up and down movement. Again, very nice range of motion here too. At the waist, you do have some side to side movement. And she can crunch up and down here quite nicely. As for the legs, you know, because of this gown, get a little bit of movement. At the top of the thigh, you do have some rotation that can be done there. And she's double jointed at the knee here as well. On mine, this top joint, pretty stubborn for me, but there we go. It'll eventually go. No problem with that other leg. And then at the feet, you do get some forward and back movement. And you get that rotation at the ankle here. And here's how she sizes up with the rest of the gang from the Black Series line. I think she fits in nicely. She was shorter than Han and Luke in the movies, and we have that represented here as well. So overall, this isn't a horrible figure. The sculpting isn't perfect, and this hood annoys me to no end because I can't get it to lay flat. But otherwise, I'm very happy to have a Princess Leia from A New Hope into the line here. The collection just wouldn't feel complete if we didn't have her represented in this fashion. So that wraps up my look at the Princess Leia figure. I do want to take a moment here and recognize the passing of Carrie Fisher. Very sad and shocking news for all Star Wars fans. I did have the opportunity to meet her at a couple of the Star Wars celebrations and get her autograph. Most recently in Anaheim, 2015, we saw her once again so that my daughter could get her autograph. And that's going to be a moment that I'll always treasure. You know, the line, to keep the line moving quickly, it was supposed to be go in, she signs your name, no personalization, and really no interaction. Just go in and get out, which I understand. And Carrie Fisher really took the time with my daughter. She asked my daughter's name and personalized it for her and chatted with her and drew a silver Sharpie heart on her hand. And that was just a fantastic moment for my daughter that it really just blew her mind that happened. So that's a very brief and small moment that I treasured ever since the day it happened, and I'll always treasure it. So a great thank you to Carrie Fisher for all the wonderful work that she's done, not only in Star Wars, but in other movies and in books that she's written as well. There's much more. So with that said, thanks to everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.